Merry Christmas, Cornerstone family. I'm so grateful for all the things that God has done in our church this year, in our lives. And though it has been a difficult year, complicated in many ways, perhaps frustrating in many ways, God is still on the throne. And we still celebrate the birth of our King Jesus this time of year. You know, there's a couple of things that have jumped out to me in the Christmas stories this year. And I've shared on Sunday and on last night I've shared, and I want to share this with you. This thought that's been a blessing to me is about the signs of Christmas. In Matthew chapter 2, it says this: "Now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, 'Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him.'" You know, this star was a sign. It was a sign of a promise fulfilled. It was a sign of a prophecy fulfilled. It was a sign of the work of God. It was a sign of the hand of God. And even this year, there's been this exciting thing going on of the Star of Bethlehem, that perhaps when these planets align, we're going to see it. It happens once every 800 years. And I don't know about you guys, but I missed it. The reality of all of it. And we try to identify some of these things throughout history, perhaps, and want to pinpoint certain things of signs in the times of the work of God in the hand of God. The beautiful thing about that Christmas day when Jesus was born, in that time in what was going on when the wise men saw the star in the east and followed the star, the beautiful thing is it was just the work of God. It was God's hand directing them. Whether it was planets aligned a certain way, or it was God who placed this star so beautiful and bright and perfect in the sky for people to follow, we know it was God who did it. And we're confident in that. And then I love then in the story with the shepherds in the field, in Luke chapter 2, it says, "And this will be a sign to you. You will find a babe wrapped in swaddling cloths, lying in a manger." The angel appeared and not only demonstrated to them, this is the sign, we are here, and we are singing and bringing forth the praises of God, and we are showing the glory of God. But in addition to that, there will be a sign to you. And that sign is you will find the baby Jesus. You will see him, the baby, wrapped in swaddling cloths, lying in a manger. And they did that. And in both of these circumstances, with the wise men and with the shepherds, with the angels, it was all about one thing. And even with Mary herself, it was all about one thing: worship Jesus. Simply fix your eyes on Jesus. That's what Mary did. "My soul magnifies the Lord." That's what these shepherds did, is they worshiped, and they came and saw Jesus, and they went away and they worshiped, and they told everybody about him. And that's what these wise men said, that we have come to worship, and they brought forth gifts to worship Jesus. And that's what I want to encourage us all in this year. When we see the signs of the times, and when we see the signs of the work of God, because he is always at work. There's always things happening in our lives. There's always things happening around us in our families. God is working. And so in the season of Christmas, remember that the greatest gift was given in Jesus Christ. That opportunity to worship the Messiah is still with us today, is still here. And let's take the opportunity to glorify him and to say, like Mary said, to worship like the wise men did, in bringing our gifts of worship before the Lord, our hearts and our lives in honor to God. And like the shepherds, they worshiped. Like the angels who worshiped, let us fix our eyes on Jesus Christ alone. Let us worship him. Let us remember that this Christmas, above all else, all the other things are great: family and gifts and Christmas trees and a great meal and a good time together, perhaps. But above all else, Jesus Christ is still on the throne. Let's remember that. Let's glorify him. And let's keep our eyes fixed on him. God bless you guys and have a very Merry Christmas.